Hi, it's Tim Quast for Market Structure Edge, and thank you for using Market Structure Edge, the new way to trade using supply and demand to help you understand entries and exits. And we are delighted to announce the official launch of Edge 2.0. You've heard me talking about it. And I want to go through in very brief fashion. You can look at the demo for 2.0 from the Using Edge part of your navigation pane at the top of the website. But I want to hit some high points here about what has changed. There is a bigger dashboard, easier portfolio creation, easier comparisons in portfolio view to understand entries and exits, and I'll show you this. Easier search from any place, right at the top, very easy to search from there. We've added market capitalization and short trend to the data points that you can use to do a dynamic portfolio and to, of course, to understand things from within the portfolio view. Cleaner back testing. We have better data, more visual comparisons of how much time something is spending above and below 5, because once again, stocks tend to do better when demand is rising and they're above 5. It's just a basic mathematical principle. Okay, so I want to show you some of these things. And Edge 2.0 is a browser-based web application, so you can actually download the app. It's almost instantaneous. It's not a big application because it depends on the browser. But I've actually tacked it to my taskbar here on my laptop, and I want to hit each of these things. So here's the bigger dashboard. Instead of 3 panels, 3 tiles for your portfolios, you can see 4 across, and it's just very easy to look all over the market however you like to slice and dice it. And I have all kinds of portfolios here, so I can see the supply demand curves. You can see that energy has been the best for 2 weeks running. It's beginning to decline, so we know that energy only has a short period longer where it's going to offer superior returns, but it's very apparent in the data. So that's nice. You can see a lot of data all at once. It's much easier to create portfolios. They're going to be static, where you enter the tickers, or dynamic, where you enter criteria, and then the criteria determine the composition of the portfolio. I mentioned search. It's very easy from any place. If you put in a ticker here, let's put in NVIDIA, for instance, we can instantly see data visualizations and then do additional things with it. We could add it to a portfolio. We can profile it, back test the data. You can search from atop the page here too. It's the very same thing. It just makes it very easy to get to an individual ticker and look at it. One of the complaints about 1.0 is I have to add something to a portfolio to do that. Solve that problem. You can do it any place. If you want to look for a stock within portfolios, select portfolios. That's also a change. Makes it very easy to find the portfolios that contain NVIDIA. Another improvement. And so then it'll give you all those things that contain it. Then within portfolios, let's just go here into the FANGs. How it's much easier to compare entries and exits for a series of stocks, because all you do is hit the little drop down arrow over here on the right side. So if I want to compare Facebook to Amazon, I could just look at them both and scroll to see how they compare from a supply demand perspective. Both of them don't look good, but that's very easy. We've changed the criteria so that you have some additional things to look for. I mentioned that market cap. There's market cap 930 billion for Facebook. And then you can see both the sentiment and short volume trends, the supply demand trends. So here it's 1 out of 10, and bottom, the short volume trend is up. So even though demand's all the way on the bottom, supply is still increasing. That tends not to be great for price. So that's easy. And if you want to use those criteria to create a portfolio, we've added that so that now you can look for, if you say you want a market cap driven portfolio, you can say I want to have market cap equal to mega caps, and then you can look for additional criteria. Say I want to find the ones that are above 5, where the trend is up and short volume is down, that sort of thing. Very easy to do. So these are some big, and last thing, I want to talk a little bit about cleaner back testing as well. So if we go over to Profiler, that's how we back test. You'll note this. So if I put in, since we used NVIDIA, let's just do that. So if we back test NVIDIA, now when you look at the data, it's very easy to see. 5.5, it's a 23% return over 90 trading days. That's the default, but we only traded it 29 days. That 5.5 doesn't work here in this particular period for NVIDIA, but we'll know right away why. The point is you can see this very easily now. You can see what time it spends at 1, what time, how much time below 5 out of whatever the period is, at 5, above 5, days at 10, all those kind of things. And so it should dramatically improve your capacity to just visualize data. And so we're happy with it. I'm finally happy that it's very fast and easy to use and intuitive. It's become the only platform I'm using. You know, I can use 1.0 or 2.0, and I'm very happy with 2.0. It's my platform of choice, and the only thing I use to take gains, not chances. Thanks a bunch.